before you even watch this video, I need y'all to know this is intended for mature audiences only. So don't bring yourself around here talking about some, oh, well, I don't think that was appropriate. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. All right? If you ain't trying to watch the show, don't click on it. You got plenty of other things in this world that you can watch. Now, for all y'all that's going to continue to watch this video, enjoy. It's good. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. We doing this for the sake of creating discussion and purely entertainment. So, if you ain't with all that, go ahead and keep it going, keep it moving, and we gonna have a nice day. Peace. What's poppin', y'all? Today we got a fun one, and it's talking about should you disclose your body count with your partner. Now, it's a lot with this one, so we gonna just dive right into it. You know what I'm saying? We just go ahead and we go. So
we know that's gonna get a lot.
You know what I'm saying? We already know we know y'all got some stuff to say. So for the sake of the debate, I'ma say that you should, and D gonna take the other side. So I guess I'll open up and just say, hey, the reason why you should disclose your body count is for, let's just say, a safety reason, right? Yeah. If I know my partner has been with 25, more people, that's something I'm gonna want to know.
Oh, absolutely.
And you could have something, one.
It's funny how you brought that up with the number, because I was gonna use that in my argument. But
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, look, if you've been with that many people, I need to know. I'm sorry. At some point, if we're in a serious relationship, I understand some things in the past need to be. I don't need to know the nitty gritty. But if you with a certain amount of people, let me know so I can know. Hold up. Have you been checked? Like, have you been tested? Like, all that. I think that's, important. And that's one of the definite reasons why you should disclose it.
Okay. And I'm going to flip the script on that one. Chris wants to know, and there are reasons why you may not want to know. Because that can lead to things that will distract you. You might lose sleep over. And there might be, she, he, whatever, they might have a past that you really don't want to find out about. You don't know how wild your, partner was in college or,
whatever
you. And that's just, there's a lot of things that go on. There's, sororities, frats, parties, everything. Especially if we're talking college over anywhere.
Just around our age and a little younger, people can't get a little wild. They're just, more or less having fun.
Exactly. And also, one thing that will affect that number, the reason why I'm saying it doesn't have to be disclosed is because it shouldn't matter, because if you have the right person, no matter what their body count was before, then if she's faithful, or if they're doing the right thing, it shouldn't go up, right? Assuming so.
Right, it should at you it's done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So okay, I feel you on that, and I guess the thing also I'm saying is like another reason is that. Well, I guess with you, like, that's a good point. Like, once it hits you, it should be done, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah. But another reason why, if you have and I guess I'm more specific on the high body count, is that depending on where we live, now, if your body count is high, how many people have you been with that I know, that I'm maybe friends with, that we're in the same circle? I don't want to be with you if you've been with multiple of my friends. Like, that's... Now I'm out here all around.
That's breaking code.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with you.
Your friends, they don't dog you all the time.
Exactly. Now, bro, it's awkward, bro. Like, how I'm with you and you was clapping shawty, like, but that's just, it's just, I don't know how people do it. I understand people, they move past those things. I can't do it. So if I know you've been with a few of the homies, how am I with you? You feel me? It's just like, so with that body count being high, the percentage of that happening is higher. It's like, especially in the city we live in, St. Louis is relatively small. Like compared to most other cities, like most people, if you say, hey, do you know this person? No, but they probably will know somebody that knows that person. And it's just, next thing you know, you sitting there like, oh, you. And then you start, wait, how much do you know? And you start meeting.
With a population of over 300,000+,
and we only got so many bars and clubs and streets that we go to.
That's true.
We know we gonna run into the same people.
Because even though you may not know the names familiar faces.
Oh yeah, you be like, I've seen her sometimes. They like,
I can put a finger on it.
Yeah,
this is the thing you will continue to run into.
Yeah.
My thing is, well, it's just, I'm gonna take it to a more serious note on a couple things. First thing I'm gonna say is, you never know what. I'm not saying this is a great excuse, but you don't know if abuse might have been into play in the past, and that really can affect the way a girl is raised up. Another thing I'll also bring up is, did she have a strong relationship with her father? And I think that affects many young women until probably their late 20s.
I mean, through a lot of their life. So I feel you on that.
So they set the example because they kind of give them an example of what kind of man they need, and if they don't have a father to show them what kind of person that
what's a good man, I guess.
What it looks like to be a good man, they're just going to keep trying with anybody else until you just feel unfulfilled hole that you're just going to keep going down and down. And the abuse thing is crazy because that can be something serious, but then again, that there's type of recoveries where you can get help for all that.
Yeah.
So
I feel you on that, and that's definitely a big proponent in, if you was to talk to someone that may be a little more promiscuous than others, if you were to take a poll and look at people's background and be like, hey, what was some positive male role models in your life, they might not be that prominent into someone that is. But I think that even everything that I hold still can be true even with those things occurring. So even if unfortunately someone may have had abuse or wasn't raised properly, you can still have a high body count and still interact with one of my friends, and you can still end up possibly having some kind of disease. And the other thing I would like to say is that if you had a high body count, once you get to me, how do I know I'm the one? How many people have you gotten to and they thought that they was the one? You know what I'm saying? Are you just really good at tricking people? Like maybe I'm like, okay,
it's like that J. Cole song. Gotta multiply by 3.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, so then how am I saying like, okay, hey, I know what she did in the past, bro, but she's stopping at me. Now, yes, I feel like I'm confident in mine and all that, but like, if I heard that she was with, I'm going to keep saying 25 for the sake of the debate. If I've known she was with 25 people, I'm going to be like, well, I'm 26. So you tell me none of these 25 people before me, she wasn't like, you the one for me. Why are you in 25? Or is these 25 different relationships? Is these of just some hookups? You just having fun, enjoying life. Like, I'm cool with that. If that's what you want to do. And I feel like every person should have the right to say what they do or don't want to deal with. And that's something, personally, I wouldn't be trying to get jiggy with. I ain't trying to be with nobody that's been with more people than me, at least. Like, if you've been more than
25,
I'm like, hey, I ain't hit 25. I say that now. I ain't gonna get too much into that, but I ain't hit 25. I know some homies that have and exceeded it, but I ain't hit 25. I say that now.
Well, I'm glad you brought up that 25 number because I was actually going to use it around the same number, like at least 20. Now, I think, here's my argument against that is there is a level of maturity. So, like, depending on when you meet the person, say if you don't meet them when you're young, like, say if you don't catch her when you, say it's the girl that has the 25 body count, and you meet her when she's, 30 or something, right? And then, she's past that or whatever. I think that makes a difference, too, because of maturity level.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for example, that same wild party girl that likes to drink, go out with her friends, party, do this, have girls night out, do all that, blase. That same girl at 19 to 22 might not have the, same undomestic tendencies that she had when she was 10 years prior.
Okay, yeah.
So maturity definitely plays a big factor into it. And I'm not saying that's just true for all women.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying because it sounds like what I'm getting from what you're saying is that, like, if you're mature and you have a bunch of partners, it's a little different.
Yeah, and if you have a dark past.
Yeah, versus if you like you just out here wilding, like,
exactly.
So
I still ain't fixing.
Yeah, so I feel you on that, and it's just like I think that if I was to say, you know what, I don't care about your past, as long as the medical check out, you know what I'm saying, all that. I just feel like, and then also like if you are a person with a lot of previous partners, at least at least make sure you straight. Now, if you're not gonna disclose that to your partner, then that's on y'all. Y'all can figure that out. But at least make sure you straight, because that'll be messed up on your part. Like, dang, I didn't call something because you was out here wilding. I wasn't part of none of that. Exactly. And it's really none of my business. If we want to like be completely 100, it's probably none of my business. But if we are deciding to be in a relationship, at the very least, make sure you straight, because at 25, the chances go up. Have you been safe with all those? You know, probably not. You know, if you out turning up, you probably it's probably spur of the moment. Which, hey, turn up, have your fun. But once you get other people involved, you gonna lose the right of some privacy once you get in a relationship. Like, I'm not saying you lose everything, but some things gonna have to be discussed, and I'm gonna need to know, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. Oh yeah. I probably don't want to. It's very little I want to know. It's like, look, that
I don't want to know the details.
Yeah,
but if the number is that high, I do. Yeah, see exactly where you come.
I'm gonna be like, okay,
25 is that. But if it's like 10 or something, it's like
okay, yeah, because then once it gets to there's some numbers where I'll be like, okay, how old are you? Exactly, like. This, it kind of makes sense. You probably, you know, you've been experiencing. You probably remember relationships. It's, you know, like, I probably won't even care. But once you get to a certain number where you may be scared to tell me, then we may need to talk about it. Like, if you just like, hey, is this much? And also, it doesn't need to be a long conversation. I'm not saying we need to sit down there and go through the roster, where he live at now. No, I don't care about. I don't care about it. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But like,
well, I would say I want to chime in on that. With that one, I just feel like the dudes, you have to be careful with your selection. You have to pay attention to those signs. If she's always wants to be the life of the party, talk to everybody, wants to be the center of attention, then maybe that's the first sign that you should notice. Oh, maybe I should have got with her in the first place. Yeah. Or if you with a girl that you know that gave you some first couple of times meeting her, you know, like you ain't the first one that happened to.
Hey,
so that's on you, player.
Who said it? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I don't know who said it, but we've heard it plenty of times. Yeah. And that goes for men and women. I know women who've taken dudes that've been outside, and they tried to, you hear me? And they trying to bring them in and be a house dog. Then you got dudes that'll take a woman that's been outside, and they're like, you know what? I can change her. I can get her right. And You just can't be doing that. So, with all that being said, my closing statement is that, hey, I'm gonna ask if there's anything I need to know, and hopefully that person is gonna be honest with me. And if it's a big number, man, we might have to have a little conversation. If it's something that's insignificant and I don't care about, then we'll never talk about it again. Yeah. And you know, we just gonna go from there. I'm curious. Yeah. If you over 25, we gonna have to. We might just be cool. I don't even know the relationship will work, man. Especially if you from St. Louis. I can't do it, man. You might have to be from like a whole other country.
You just had to use that number.
Yeah, bro. 25, man. You can't be from St. Louis because you gotta know somebody I know, and it's just because then it's multiple people. Oh, bro, you been with her too. Bro. Just throw me away, bro. Just throw me away.
My closing statement would just be, even though you want to. People are human. They make mistakes, and you just always want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But Chris kind of had me, stuck in hole with that number. But he didn't use the specific 25. I gotta know. Yeah. But let's just say it's 10. It don't matter.
I feel you.
When the number is that high, it has. Yeah.
What do y'all think? Is the body count important? Is it not? Are you asking? Yep. Are you not?
Does age matter?
You know, hey, keep it funky with us. If you 21 with 25, we got
that's
issues.
A problem.